welcome to a brand new edition of Tech Toys. This, of course, is the show which is just a couple of weeks away from New Year's.
Ankit, you realize it's the end of 2010 almost.
God, Suresh, what an epic year this has
And the world is going to end in 2012. You realize that, don't you?
No, it's not. No, it's
right? Roland Emmerich says it's going to end in 2012, and Roland Emmerich knows everything. So have you done all the things that are required to do of you in this year? You just have 1.5 years more to live.
I'm still anchoring the show with you. That's true. That's pretty much like
proving completely that your life is already over. We have a fantastic lineup of stories for you this week. We bring you all the fine print behind all the tech gadgets that you think you want to buy, but you don't know what you're really getting into. The Google Zeitgeist is finally out. This is a summation of all the search trends for the year 2010. We'll tell you what India is searching for and why, and finally the Twitter Hall of Shame and the Twitter Hall of Fame. India's best and worst tweeters of the year 2010. But before all that, Ankit, big news. A big tech movie releasing soon called Tron. Do you know what the word Tron stands for?
I don't, Suresh.
Tron stands for Trace On. Do you know what the opposite of Tron is?
Trace Off?
Trough. Tron and Trough. Have you ever used a DOS computer?
Who?
No.
What's that?
He has no clue. For those of you who used MS-DOS with the C prompt, you'll know what Tron and Trough is. For all newbies and flakes like Ankit, you'll have no clue.
Sorry for you. You have to use something called a DOS computer.
We did. Real men use DOS. Wimps use Windows. If you can search with a C prompt.
Real men use Mac. Wimps use
No,
Windows.
Super wimps use Mac.
Oh God, Suresh, come on.
Right? Also girls use Mac. Real men DOS. Bring back DOS, Bill Gates is what I say.
Right, Suresh, another huge movie which is releasing that I'm personally kicked about is finally Sheila Ki Jawani. Tismar Khan will be releasing. I'll be able to see her on the big screen.
That's true. I don't like the way you say big, but yeah, cool. And apparently Tismar Khan, for those of you who don't know, is apparently inspired by Catch Me If You Can.
Inspired is the operative word.
Just as Guzarish was inspired by the sea inside and the illusionist, i.e. frame by frame. I won't say anymore. Right. Also, one of Ankit's favorite set of heroes is going to be doing a movie called Yamla Pagla Divan.
Oh yes!
Which is
all the devils are getting
DLA, DLB and DLC.
My God!
Guess which movie I'm not going to be watching this New Year?
Baba, dude, that's going to be the epic movie of the year.
It is going to be. Now all these movies have fantastic posters and great trailers, and they have item numbers by Mehak Chahal and Madhuri Bhattacharya. And,
I know.
And
no, talking of item numbers, Suresh, the ultimate, okay, we can't really call her the item number queen of India, but she's like the queen bee of, dance songs.
Are you talking about Madhuri Dixit?
Yes, of course.
Did you say item number in the same sentence?
Okay, I apologize. I apologize.
Right, so Jhalak Diklaja.
Dance queen.
Madhuri is the goddess of dance.
My God.
Calling her item number is like calling an iPad.
Okay, get over it. Get over it. You got my drift, right? I'm talking about
bad drift. Take it back.
Oh, God.
Apologize.
Come to the point.
The point is Jhalak Diklaja is out on the small screen, and apparently Madhuri performed a fantastic medley at the opening. Right, so what you want to do is check out the opening episode of Jhalak Diklaja with Madhuri performing a medley of all her best songs. And no, Yana Gupta is fully dressed. Don't even go there, Ankit.
Oh God, Suresh, come on, that was below the belt.
Right, Ankit, now we were saying all these movies have big trailers and big promos, but sometimes the movie doesn't come out quite as well as you'd expect because you didn't read the fine print of the movie. Such as Bobby Deol, Sunny Deol and Dharmendra.
Hey, come on, that's going to be a winning formula.
Right. So, how many times have you felt let down by the fine print of a gadget that you bought?
Every single week. Every week we get a brand new smartphone and we realize that it doesn't do half the things that 1,000.
Or does it badly?
Yeah, or does it badly. So here's a list of all the fine print that you should look out for before you go out and buy a brand new shiny blingy gadget.
With a plethora of products thrust upon you every day and the enticing advertisement that makes those products look that much more attractive, it's possible, just possible, that you miss the fine print. So today at Tech Toys, we will magnify the fine print so you, the consumer, can make an informed purchase. So let's play a small game and you play along with me. I sound like I come from outer space. I'm as smart can be because I am the newest kid on the block. Who am I? Well, I am the Android phone, but sometimes I can drive you up the wall. Here is what the phone manufacturers will never tell you. You cannot accept or receive business cards from a non-Android phone, so be ready to memorize your phone book numbers every time you want to forward any contact. Easy access to Marketplace will enable you to download many apps, but the more apps you download, the more battery you exhaust. The fix? Believe it or not, you will need to install yet another app to kill all the apps to increase battery power. No kidding. Your woes do not end here. Every time you upgrade to a newer version of Android, you have to physically, manually, individually prefix a plus to every number you wish to dial. You have the time and, more importantly, the patience to prefix a plus to every number before you dial. Good for you. For the rest of you, here's what you should do. Back up the contents of your phone on the micro SD card inside your phone. Take out the card, upgrade your software and import the contents of the micro SD card back into the phone. I'm smart and only getting smarter, and I keep all your dark and black secrets. Won't even disclose them to the CBI. Who am I? Well, I am the BlackBerry, but here's a sour side to the berry. Whether you need it or not, whether you like it or not, if your life is all about sending and receiving emails, you don't look beyond the BlackBerry. But here's all the black that will blind you before you actually swipe your card and bring home the berry. While the BlackBerry boasts a Bluetooth feature, you can only use it to make or receive calls wirelessly through a Bluetooth receiver. You can also transfer all your contacts through Bluetooth. But you cannot transfer files over Bluetooth on a BlackBerry. Yes, you heard that right. You have some hope if everyone you've ever known in your life has a BlackBerry too, because you can attach files to your messages through the BlackBerry Messenger and transfer files effortlessly. And if your entire world is not on the BlackBerry, sorry, no one can help you. Love me or hate me, but you can't ignore me. And every time I come in a new avatar, you crave to own me. Who am I? Well, I am the goddess of all smartphones, the iPhone. But here's a rude shock I can give. The smoothest touch phone ever, or the God phone, is fraught with surprises. If you damage or lose the charging cord, be ready to shell out a lot of money to buy yourself another, as you would for any Apple product. The lack of a standard charging input makes it impossible to use any other charger but the proprietary 16-pin charger. Furthermore, you cannot send or receive business cards, not even to another iPhone. And of course, if you thought you'd be able to merrily exchange your pictures with your friends over Bluetooth, forget it, you cannot. Use the good old email. I'm ubiquitous and I'm the oldest. Charge me up just once and watch me perform day after day after day. Who am I? Well, I'm the Nokia phone, and you never say no to Nokia, right? Think again. There's a Nokia phone for everyone. Starting from a little over 1,000 rupees and going up to tens and twenties of thousands, Nokia phones are the most selling mobile phones for their ease of use. But almost all Nokia phones come with different kinds of chargers. That's right, there is no standard charging pin for Nokia phones. You can buy yourself a universal charging kit for all the Nokia phones you buy, but then again, they are not produced by Nokia. You'll have to do with an unassuming Chinese all-purpose charger kit and hope it lasts you at least a couple of weeks. So the next time you see a flashy ad, look for the fine print. It's better you know the ugly truth before you make the purchase than be unpleasantly surprised after.
Well, hopefully with that, you're better armed now to make a wise gadget purchase.
And a worse movie purchase because he's recommending Yamla Pagla Divana.
The Deol!
Right, on that note, it's time to take a break. We'll be back on the other side. Keep watching and we'll crown it off. Just send me to Yamla Pagla Divana.
And pissing.